guys, my name is Dolores Ferguson. I did a video a few months back about trying to buy a Dodge Ram ProMaster 2500. I found some 1500s that had a lot of miles on them. They were older and probably came with a whole bunch of stuff that I would have had to do. So I started looking a little newer, and I found one, and I think I'm gonna pop it right here. That was that old video about trying to get it financed. They want $10,000, or it was a lot. It was a lot more than I had saved. And just to do a little recap, I went back to work back in October just so I could buy a van. So I was working part-time and the money wasn't building up fast enough. So I went full-time and I upped my savings. And so I said, well, you know what? I should have enough down to pay down on the van. Couldn't find anybody to finance it, but it just didn't finance my credit union. I tried another credit union. My bank don't do autos. It was just one thing after another, just over and over and over. The door kept getting shut in my face. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy me a Dodge Grand Caravan or Sienna van or a Honda Odyssey and just build that out. Because I saw some kits online that you can build them out and they were pretty comfortable. So I got approved by Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. You know, they got all them names, you know. So I got approved. So I said, you know what? They kept messaging me, come on down, pick out your car and drive off the lot with no money down. And I'm like, yeah, right. But I had prepared to pay money down. So I left that day. I said, you know what? I'll just go and get a van, just a regular minivan. So I left, got there. They had a lot of Dodge Ram ProMasters on the lot. And I'm like, ooh. He said, what can I say? That one. I pointed at the one, the 2500. I said, I want that. And then he said, well, I think that's sold already. So anyway, we went on, and then it was hot that day, really hot. And my salesperson, he was very nice. His name was Fluffy. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was Fluffy. And I said, well, I want to look at this Sienna van. Let's just look at that. And so we went over. He struggled to get those seats to go down. I said, can you let the seats down? He looked and he said, okay. So he got them all down. And then I said, let me see if I can get in it. And he was looking at me like, what is she trying to do? And so I got in and I said, oh, I couldn't even get half of my body to be up. It was just, I mean, I'll be out and all of y'all, I don't see how y'all did it. My hat goes off to you guys who live in a van. Minivan Lee, Avia. I just don't, and don't leave out Anthony. And then he had a lot of stuff going on too. He had the van people to build him an outside kitchen, and I said that I could do that. No, I couldn't. I got in there without anything else in there but me, and I couldn't. And those were store and go seats, and even if I took them out, that wouldn't work for me. So anywho, he went inside. He said, well, let me go ask my manager. I told him what I was gonna do with the van. So he was like, well, let me go talk to my manager and make sure that this van got sold. So he went and he came back out and he said, you know what? He said, if you want it, you can have it. I'm like, okay. So he came back out and said, you know, Capital One, those are the people that sent me there and told me I was approved for $55,000, which I wasn't going to spend that much. And he said, they don't finance minivans. I said, story of my life. And then he said, you really want the van? I said, I really want the van. So he said, let's go look at it. We got in it. I was like, this is it. This is it. We did try out 2 more. Low roof, which I only had no room. And then we had tried the mid roof, and it was room, a little bit more room, but it was like 118 wheelbase, and I'm like, I just don't see that, you know. So then he said, well, let's look at the one you really liked. And we went back over there and looked at it. Went over there and looked at it, and I said, this is the van. It was the high roof, 2500, 159 wheelbase. I know y'all probably got tired of hearing me say that on that last video, but that was my van. So he said, come on inside, let's do the paperwork. And I'm like, here we go. So went inside, did the paperwork, and I started not to go there that day. I really started not to go there. But when I did make up my mind to go there, I said, well, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna get a minivan. So when I got there, when he came back out, he said, well, we're doing the paperwork right now, and just hold tight and we'll let you know something in a minute. So I went outside and I started looking at other stuff, and I got to thinking, girl, why are you wasting your time? Just go home. So I started looking at an Odyssey van, and by that time he walks out and flags me over, and he said, well, we got you approved. I'm like, okay, what's the catch? $10,000 down? He said, no money down. I prayed before I went. I said, Father, you know everything. You know that I'm gonna go down here, and you know, I prayed about it. Let me make the right decision. Just let me make the right decision, and whatever your will is, it will be done. So I guess his will was for me to get the van. I got approved with no money down. He says, save your down payment and start your van bill. I explained to him exactly what I wanted to do, and I am so grateful to Chrysler in Ringo, Georgia. I'm gonna put the name of the place and the phone number. If you want a car, if you want a van, if you want whatever they sell, call them and they'll make you the best offer there is. You don't even have to live in Chattanooga. You know what I mean? I live in Chattanooga. It's in Ringo. It's about 20 minutes away from me. So they will work miracles. I'm gonna do another video of me picking up my van. I'm gonna do a tour of my van. And next week, I'm gonna take my van to have my windows installed, because you know, that was one thing I wasn't gonna do, was cut holes in the side of this van. And I'll explain the van, tell you what it is and what year it is and all that good stuff in the next video. So bye for now, and have faith over fear, because you have no control over nothing. The Most High does. Bye for now. Forgot my little stand. I'm gonna put a video of me